Hey everybody, it's CSX Girl 822, and today we are going to be looking at the ScaleTrains Rivet Counter CSX 3440 Spirit of Ravenna GEVO. Now before we begin, let's start with some information about why we have this GEVO in the first place. Kentucky Steam Heritage Corps was founded in August 2015 as a non-profit organization with a mission to educate, entertain, and inspire through operating historic rail equipment. Their main effort is 2716, a 1943 284 Kanawha type built by Alco for the Chesapeake and Ohio Railway. A quick history of 2716 herself includes her C&O career from when she was built in 43 to 1956, her use in the Southern Steam Program, and even a brief ownership by Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society, which we all know for another famous locomotive. Eventually, after all of her travels, though, she found herself back at the Kentucky Railway Museum. Part of Kentucky Steam's success is built upon their partnerships with other organizations and companies, their main two being Kentucky Railway Museum, where 2716 is kept, and CSX. In May 2018, Kentucky Steam announced a deal with CSX to acquire the no longer in use shops and rail yard in Ravenna, Kentucky. CSX themselves brought General Electric ET44AH, or also known as the Tier 4 GEVO, number 3440 as a backdrop of sorts for this announcement and press conference. Time passed, and in the next month, in June 2018, CSX revealed that they had placed commemorative decals on locomotive 3440 in honor of her involvement with Kentucky Steam. Featuring the logos of Kentucky Steam and the Louisville and Nashville Railroad, the unit joined several other CSX units in the Spirit series as the Spirit of Ravenna. In the words of Kentucky Steam, the Spirit of Ravenna recognizes the pioneering spirit of using rail redevelopment and partnerships to revitalize the economy of a federally designated coal-depressed region. KSHC and CSX look forward to future collaborative efforts, and we are excited to see the Spirit travel the country on CSX's vast rail system. In August 2018, ScaleTrains.com announced they would be producing a model of 3440 in their high-quality rivet counter range, this being the third run for HO and the second run for N-Scale. But enough of me yakking. You guys have come here to see an unboxing. Now this is actually my third ScaleTrains model, and a fun fact about this baby herself, she actually came with some candy included in the box, so I don't know what's really sweeter than candy and a chooch in a box, so thank you ScaleTrains, it was very much appreciated. Now here, when first opening a ScaleTrains box, you have your operator's manual. This is standard for every ScaleTrains model. It includes detailed information about the prototype, easy information on lubricating, handling the locomotive, the prototype itself, DCC and DC instructions, customer service information for ScaleTrains. If you want it, they have it in this manual. Now let's get to 3440 herself. The first time I have unboxed her, the poor thing has been sitting in her box a month since put my own spin on Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. Life gets in the way. Let's get her out of here. One thing I really like about ScaleTrains is their awesome packaging. This thing was shipped all the way from Tennessee to me here in Ohio, and she's perfect. There's nothing broken. And the post office is notorious for breaking things. I've had models broken even, and it looks like she is going to be perfect here. So let's move stuff out of the way, get her unboxed. I have this plastic covering, as you can see, but again, keeps the model awesome and safe. Oh, we got a bag of bits. Put that a little further back so you guys can actually see it. I'm not really particularly sure what those are. They look like a bag of plugs or something. Forgive my idiocy on that. I'm only just a dumb rail fan. Let's get her out of the box here, shall we? Move our plastic over. My first reaction on this beauty is going to be, wow, the detail. Like I said, I've got two other ScaleTrains models, and the thing that stands out the most about these is the amazing detail. Remove these from the handrail stanchions. Ah! That's great, CSX girl. Break your new CSX model. Ah, that reminds me of another thing. Another thing ScaleTrains, not CSX in general, models come with are these covers on the bottom of the trucks. This is to protect them from anything in transit, which is a great feature, and they just easily snap off like that. You could also put them back on. I keep on mine with my boxes, just to make sure, again, it's safe in transit. Let's go to the other side here. And, oh, look, I've knocked the handrails out of place. Cut. Alright, after our technical difficulties on my error by knocking the locomotive over, we are back and we're going to point out some details. Let it be known that that was completely my fault on knocking it over and knocking out the handrails. Those did not come like that, so my bad on that. Do not blame ScaleTrains. Anyways, before we fire her up, we're going to be looking at some details on the locomotive. Let's put her around here so she actually faces the camera. Now, the first thing we're going to be looking at the front of the locomotive. This particular model is the first to feature this particular antenna array for the PTC Sinclair antennas. If you're a rail fan, you've been hearing tons of stuff about PTC. It's all over the place, and it's still not exactly where it wants to be yet. But I digress on that. Front of the locomotive, you've got your number board, nice quality windows on the cab. You've got the nice, very small detail on the door there, even the CSX boxcar logo on the front, ditch lights, your MU cables, ScaleTrains semi-scale coupler, very nice, your MU cables. It looks fantastic. Let's turn her to the engineer's side here. You can clearly see the awesome Spirit of Ravenna logo. It is high quality, the lettering is so crisp, and the color. ScaleTrains has outdone themselves on the color on the CSX models, as they're going with the true color scheme that CSX themselves uses, which is YN3B blue and YN3B yellow, respectively. Going down the side of the model, you can see the angled exhaust vent, which is common on all Tier 4 GEVOs. Really crisp lettering on the CSX font. The walkways are highly detailed from the fuel tank. Hopefully it shows up on the camera, but you can even see the little warning labels on the sides. They've been highly printed, and I'd probably need a magnifying glass to read that myself. Going towards the rear of the unit, you can see in the radiator section, fans. You can see the frame of the unit through the radiator sections. Again, just such high quality. Basically what we've all come to expect from ScaleTrains at this point. At the back of the unit is the angled triangular shape exhaust that is common on all of the Tier 4s. Again, same as the front, your MU cables. Since it's CSX, we do not have rear ditch lights like on NS. Turn her to the conductor's side. Once again, just really high quality, even down from these like very small grab irons going up to the cab. And even on the sides, you can see the higher quality details from the fuel gauge down to I believe that is what GE's calling builder's plates now, or stickers, shall I say, on the side there. But you guys have heard me rant enough. Let's actually start the locomotive up. Okay, let's see what this model has to offer. Today I am using a Digitrax DCS51 Zephyr system for DCC. The club I run at does not have DCC capabilities for HO, and I don't have a layout of my own, so forgive the bare bones setup here, but it'll do for today. Now this is the DCC and sound version of the model, so we're going to be hearing everything today. All ScaleTrains models come programmed to address 03 right out of the box, so we already have the Zephyr on address 3, so we're going to apply track power and hear the startup sounds. Until the locomotive is fully started up, I'm going to shut my trap so you guys can actually hear it. First off, what an amazing sound system these have. This is Look Sound 4 by ESU. Great sounds of the GEVO 12 prime mover. I believe it's the GEVO 12, might be the GEVO 16. So real quick, as she started up now, we are going to go through the functions. F0 is going to be your headlight, which is already on, it seems. It's off, on. F1 is going to be your bell. Accurate recording, sounds just like the GEVOs I see out on the road. F2 is your horn. Your bell automatically comes on with your horn. And as you can hear with the Zephyr, sometimes a bell gives you a couple extra dings. F3 is your coupler crash. In case you're doing some yard switching or you're going to actually hook up to your train. F4 is your dynamic brake. So you have to listen very closely, but you can hear it there. F5 is DPU mode lighting. As you can tell, the headlight is out and only the number boards are lit. We're going to turn that off though. F6 are your ditch lights. Which come on and look fantastic. Great lighting on these units as well. F7 is not really in use on this model. F8 is your start up and shut down. And there's a ton of other functions that you can find on in the manual for this, but since you guys are not really here to just play with the lights, you want to see this thing in action. So she is already in forward. What we're going to do to maximize our shot here is going to turn her into reverse. Zephyr to reverse. Notice that the front headlights go out and the rear headlight is lit. 3 toots for reverse, and we're going to be on our way. Now, Loc Sound, or ESU, has this thing that's called momentum, so you gotta really apply track power before these babies actually start moving. There we go. But the slow speed creep on these is fantastic. And hopefully I don't run off the edge of the end of the track there. There we go. Yeah, like they would just creep along with no effort. The bell doesn't seem to like me. Then we'll go back to forward, and we will do another run-by shot here for you guys. I guess the bell just wants to stay on. And we'll reverse her just because we can. There you can see how we turn reverse. The rear lights come on. Again, since CSX does not have rear ditch lights like NS does. In fact, I believe NS is the only Class 1 to have rear ditch lights, at least here in the United States. You're not going to find them on this model. There's the bell stuck again. Higher speed, even here the throttle up there. Again, just awesome sounds on Loc Sound 4. Alright everyone, that is going to be it for this little unboxing and review. Some quick ending information. These models operate on code 70, 83, and 100 rail. Minimum radius is 18 inches, but is recommended for 22. My other ScaleTrains Gevo does not like 18 at all, so I definitely recommend that 22. These models operate on DC or DCC if you have the DCC sound version, but they come in both forms. The DCC Ready retails at $189.99, while the DCC in sound retails at $279.99. DCC in sound is currently sold out at ScaleTrains, but they still have a bunch of the DCC Ready ones. But if you look around the model train stuff, hobby shops, anywhere, eBay, you can probably still find one. Special thanks to ScaleTrains.com for making such amazing quality models. Again, this is my third ScaleTrains and I absolutely love it. I will be buying many more. And it's also really great to see CSX themselves partnering with the preservation group to give us the real-life Spirit of Ravenna unit. A few years back, CSX having anything to do with preservation was completely unheard of, so it's great to see that change for them, and fingers crossed, maybe we'll see even more changes from CSX in the future. If you would like to see more model train videos from me in the future, please let me know in the comments. I have not done modeling videos in a while, and I want to see if this video could really test the waters again. 3440 was bought as a running mate for 3003 here, my channel mascot of sorts, since, let's face it, my Bachmann-8 has seen better days. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out. If you would like more information on Kentucky Steam Heritage, please visit their website at www.2716.org. They can also be found on Facebook and Twitter. A portion of the proceeds from every sale of 3440 models goes to Kentucky Steam and all of their efforts, including 2716. If you would like to make a donation yourself, it is highly encouraged. I even bought this poster from them when they visited a local train show. Again, thanks for watching, and please support Kentucky Steam Heritage.